Ladies and gentlemen, I am mouthing off with Mike, and yes indeed, the last time is now. In just a few short hours, John Cena will have his final match in Washington, D.C. against the Ring General Gunther. And I decided that I wanted to put together a special presentation of my show here today, thanking John Cena. Not only are you going to hear some of my favorite memories and moments from John Cena's long 23-year career, and a few thank you messages from me, but also you will hear some favorite memories and moments and matches and thank yous from these incredible 16 people, content creators, and wrestling podcasters. I could speak for 17 minutes straight on every John Cena memory, moment, experience that I've had, but all I'm going to say here is nothing beats being a kid, getting on, turning on Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, watching a pay-per-view or PLE, and getting to watch John Cena wrestle. Some of your favorites, some of my other favorites, but hands down my favorite John Cena moment was getting to witness John Cena, even though it wasn't a great match, capture his 17th World Championship at WrestleMania 41. But also, I got to witness it with the missus. What a great moment for us to share together. From that very special moment and match, I bring to you these 16 incredible people to share their favorite memories, moments, matches, and to provide a special thank you to John Cena. So I'm going to kick it over to our resident wrestling historian, Booking Like a Mark, to give us his history lesson here for John Cena 101. Thank you, John Cena. And thank you, all of you, for sharing your messages to John Cena.
This is a toy belt because, unfortunately, I am not a real champion. I am here to talk about the last real champion, John Cena. It's the week of his last match, and I want to talk about his significance to the WWE. If you look back at history, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, The Rock, John Cena, probably the four names that would go on the WWE's Mount Rushmore. Hulk Hogan, he first won the WWE Championship in 1984, and he left the WWE in 1993. So, he was only really the face of the company for a 9-year stretch. After that, we entered the new generation, and Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, no disrespect to them, but they didn't produce big numbers like the other four individuals I've mentioned. We move on to the Attitude Era. Stone Cold Steve Austin won his first WWE Championship at WrestleMania 14 back in 1998. Unfortunately, due to injuries, he ended up retiring just 5 years later at WrestleMania 19 in 2003. So Austin was only the face of the WWE for 5 years. Pretty much in that same stretch of time, we had The Rock. If Austin was 1A, Rock was 1B. The Rock won his first WWE Championship in late 1998 at the Survivor Series. He would end up being on top as one of the big faces of the company, but only till about WrestleMania 20 in 2004. That was his last match before he really went off to Hollywood on a more full-time basis. That brings us to John Cena. John Cena had more longevity than all three of these men combined. Hogan, like I said, 9 years. Austin, 5. That brings us to 14. With The Rock, 6, that gets us to 20. John Cena won his first WWE Championship at WrestleMania 21 in 2005. Here we are in 2025, 20 years later, and Cena is stepping down as the face of the WWE. That just shows his impact. He has had a career as the main guy, the top guy in the company, the face that runs the place, for as long as Hogan, Austin, and Rock combined. So back in 2011, I have these photos from one of the times Eric and I went, and we got to see John Cena perform in Bridgeport, Connecticut. As I said, Cena had great longevity. However, that actually led to a lot of the fans turning on him. Because he was on top for so long, especially back in 2011, this show that I'm talking about, by then I was part of the group that, when the kids were chanting, "Let's go Cena," I was screaming, "Cena sucks!" Because he had already been through all of this period of what we had perceived as burying young talent. Remember, 2011. So this is already after the Nexus. So that brings us to this year, John Cena's final year. The last time is now. A lot of the fans who had turned on Cena over the years, such as myself, well, we wanted to take advantage and go to the events to see him one last time and to thank him. So now, when Eric and I went to Springfield, Mass. For his last appearance, well, we were chanting, not Cena sucks, Not even let's go, Cena. We were chanting, thank you, Cena. Thank you, Cena. Thank you, Cena. And so for one final time, the week of his last match, for all of the matches, the moments, and the memories, I'd like to say one final time, thank you, Cena.
Alright guys, it's Rye here from They Made Their Way to the Ring podcast. Now, don't panic. Predominantly, my work is women's wrestling, but I had to take time out to recognize greatness. I know a GOAT when I see one. And John, on December 13th at Saturday night's main event, you step into the ring for the final time in your career. And the farewell tour was put in place to select only the finest for you to step to in your final match. And John, I've grown up alongside your career. I've seen you face some of the biggest stars. The Undertaker, the Great Khali, Kane, Randy Orton, the list goes on. I just wanted to jump on here and say good luck, because whether you're the good guy, the bad guy, the champion or not the champion, you command respect every time you step into that arena, and that's what the fans give you, because greatness deserves respect. So, good luck for your final appearance, John. You've brought the entertainment. You've got the years, you've got the experience, but most importantly, you've got the fans. So, best of luck for your last match. Not that you're going to need it. And, yeah, for one last time, let's go Cena, because Cena doesn't suck.
This is Sean from WOD Wrestling of Destiny podcast right here. Wanted to take time out of my busy schedule to send a thank you and congratulations to no other than John Cena. John Cena farewell tour began this year. It's ending now. It's been a whole 12 months this tour. I want to thank John Cena for the great memories he gave me as an adult and all the live shows I attended saying, let's go Cena. Cena sucks. Thank you, John, for all of that. Thank you for your contributions you made to wrestling, WWE, my entire adulthood. My favorite two John Cena moments are no other than Elimination Chamber 2015, John Cena put over Kevin Owens, who was Kevin Steen to all the indie people. He put him over. Also, ECW One Night Stand when John Cena put over Rob Van Dam, and the rest was history for RVD. Thank you, John Cena. Congratulations. Best luck to your retirement, and you truly are the GOAT.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I am Jason Colenso, your host from Sideline Savants and Three from Deep here on the Boom Broadcasting Network. And I am honored to give a shout out to one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, Mr. John Cena, on the cusp of his final match of his career. When it comes to Mr. Cena, let's talk numbers. 17-time world champion, 14 WWE championships, 3 world heavyweight championships, 5 U.S. championships, 4 WWE tag team championships, 1 intercontinental championship, 10 Slammy Awards, 2009, 2010, 2012 Superstar of the Year, and over 2,000 matches under his belt for his career. But no number is greater than the number of Make-A-Wish wishes he has granted, with over 650 and counting, their most requested superstar in their history. The impact of John Cena in and out of the ring is immeasurable. This may be his wrestling swan song, but his work and philanthropy are not over, and they will continue. Vaya con Dios, Mr. John Cena. I see you.
John Cena, thank you for keeping me sports entertained for over 20 years. Thank you for probably my favorite feud of all time with CM Punk, and dropping the incredible gem of Fine Speech Son. I can't believe this is the end of an era, but thank you. Thank you.
What's up, guys? Anthony here from Over the Top Talk, and I just wanted to hop on here real quick to thank John Cena for, the countless memories and gratitude that I'll always have for him. I wanted to share my first memory that I've had with John Cena, and it began in around 2012. There was a show on Nickelodeon called Fred, and that year they also came out with a movie And in that movie, John Cena brought Fred onto, he brought him onto a SmackDown. It was made for the movie and everything, but it was like the same atmosphere and everything. So I watched it and I was like, wait, this is awesome. So the following week I tuned into the Real Product. I think it was a SmackDown, and I was just hooked ever since. And it's been 13 years since that moment, and I haven't looked back. John Cena, it's always been my number one favorite. He's always been the top of the pedestal for me. So this Saturday, December 13th, is going to be a really hard, bittersweet moment for me, because it's going to be the retirement of my childhood hero. No R-Truth pun there. But it's going to be a special moment too. We're going to all celebrate together, and I can't wait to see it. So thank you, Mike, for putting this whole thing together, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you.
I'm Shannon Smith, a.k.a. Podcast Smitty, here to talk about the GOAT, John Cena. The last time is now. It will be happening Saturday night's main event. I'm looking forward to it. And here on Boom Broadcasting with some unique sports talk on my podcast called Quick Hits every Friday. But now on to GOAT Cena. I got to give credit where credit is due. John Cena, he's the reason why I got back into wrestling. John Cena filled my appetite. The WWE kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but seeing Basic Thugonomics, John Cena, that United States Championship run on the way to the WWE Championship in his young career is what fueled my love for the WWE yet again. Congratulations on a storied career, the never seen 17-time world champion with the WWE. Happy trails to the GOAT, John Cena.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Nit Ram, the one that makes them say, oh, damn, from four sides of the ring. And this Saturday, the world of wrestling will stop and acknowledge the one, the only GOAT of John Cena, as he has his farewell match. And to me, John Cena's bigger than just his legacy. John Cena's legacy is spread it on for years to go, because your favorite wrestler, even if it's not John Cena's probably responsible for giving you your favorite wrestler. If you love Randy Orton, you probably loved the John Cena feud, the CM Punks, the Edges, the Miz. John Cena's legacy is spread it out so deep that it's incredible. And that's why it's such a big deal this Saturday when we get to say goodbye to the GOAT.
Mouthing off with Mike Army. It's been a long time. Mike asked me to just jump on, send a quick little clip. Pretty simple. Thank you to John Cena. I know Mike will speak very highly and speak in great detail, but shaped my childhood, shaped my brother's childhood, made us wrestling fans, and a lot of my best friends also love it. So without him, I don't know if any of us would be wrestling fans, so it's going to be sad to see him go. Hopefully he doesn't give up. Don't let Gunther do you like that. And I'm just going to throw a little shameless plug here. It's an Elite Cup. Igloo. Mouthing off with Mike Army. I miss you. I love you. John Cena, thank you.
Whoop! What is going on, guys? It's your boy, that guy Shadow from Off the Top Media. I'm here to say thank you, John Cena. Man, for 20 years I've been watching this man. It's crazy to think that we're a couple days away now from him retiring. I was lucky enough to be in attendance at Money in the Bank when he announced his retirement, and I was lucky enough to be at Elimination Chamber when he turned heel, for what that was worth. But it was still a shocking moment that I got to witness in person. With that being said, thank you, John Cena.
Folks, his time is up, and the last time is now, as we all celebrate John Cena's final appearance in the ring at this upcoming Saturday night's main event, as we all put our own different spin on what John Cena has meant in our lives, his career in WWE, and everything else. I figured, let me take you down a trip down memory lane, all the times I've attended WWE events, and my first shirt was a John Cena, You Can't See Me. So let's take a quick look at all the times I've celebrated John Cena.
I wore that You Can't See Me shirt to everywhere. WrestleMania parties,
family gatherings, but most of all, I wore it at WWE Raw. And I'm very lucky. I got to see him in my home state, Connecticut, also in Brooklyn at the Barclays. But my favorite moment will always be seeing him in Springfield for one last time. Thank you, Cena, for everything you've done.
As we all know, the hometown boy, John Cena, retires this Saturday, and it's really surreal that we're already to this point, but I just wanted to make a short little video thanking you, Cena, for all you've done for us WWE fans over the course of a 20-plus year period of time. It was amazing watching you in that ring, and I also want to thank you for just your outside the ring work as well, always interacting with fans, especially doing your Make-A-Wish collaborations. I always enjoyed watching those videos and will continue to enjoy watching those videos whenever I see them come up. You've made so many memories with so many different wrestlers, and from the Over the Top Talk team, we all can't wait to watch and celebrate with you this upcoming Saturday. So we wish you the best of luck in retirement, and thank you for everything, John Cena.
This is China Whoever from Four Sides of the Ring, and I want to say thank you, Mike, for the opportunity to talk about one of the greatest of all times in John Cena. We all know John's not known for his technical prowess, but in his ability to make us believe, not only in him, but in ourselves and each other. It's crazy how 3 words, hustle, loyalty, respect, can give so many young kids the guidelines and the structure to grow up to be great people in this crazy cold world. This last 20 years of you have been great, and I look forward to see what the next 20 bring you. Thank you, John.
Hey guys, Mrs. MOWM here. I have been a wrestling fan for 5 years now. I used to watch it when I was a kid with my dad. We really enjoyed it a lot together. It was one of our bonding experiences. And one of our favorite people that we liked watching together was John Cena. And with his retirement match coming up, I think my favorite moment that I got to see was WrestleMania 41. And that was him defeating Cody Rhodes, even though I love Cody, for the title. Live in person was just an amazing experience. I had the pleasure of even getting to see him at my first WWE show ever, which was just awesome also. I just wanted to say thank you, Cena. Thank you for bringing everyone together. Thank you for all the years you've given us. Thank you for all the archives I have to watch still. Thank you.
Hey, it's Brandon and Gaga from Championship Culture. Just want to take a second to tell you about my favorite Cena moment. It's actually one that happened outside of the ring. Back a few years ago, when John Cena came to Washington, D.C. to go to a car show, we're standing in line. He was due to come out about 2 o'clock, but he got there a little earlier, and we saw him in the crowd walking through, and it's like he kind of detoured and came over. Not only did this man come over and start signing autographs 2 hours beforehand, he took his time, shook everybody's hand, introduced himself, found out their name. He signed every single thing in whatever color you wanted, and you could see that he clearly was more about the fans than himself. So my favorite moment was actually outside of the ring. And this is why I believe that John Cena is the GOAT and will always be remembered for his work inside and outside of the ring. Thank you, Cena.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is Mr. OTM, Kyle Gagliardi from the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast, NXT Night Shift, and the Main Event Wrestling Network, just to name a few things. But the reason I'm here, and shout out to Mike for inviting me on, is to talk a little bit about John Cena. Now, for those who don't know me, John Cena is my favorite wrestler. He is the greatest of all time. And the fact that we have to say goodbye to him this Saturday, it pains me. I'm not going to lie. There are going to be tears shed, but plenty of great memories. John Cena has been a part of some of the favorite matches of my lifetime. Definitely one of the favorite rivalries with CM Punk in 2011 leading into Money in the Bank. That match itself is probably my favorite match. And honestly, a lot of the matches that he's had this year were some of my favorite matches. I know a lot of people like to hate on it, but I thought it was a fun last year for John Cena. So, John, thank you for everything. We all appreciate what you have contributed to the business. And good luck in your final match against the Ring General. You're gonna need it.
You heard everything from all of those incredible people. Thank you, John Cena.